I just got finished walking a rather big labyrinth. Probably most people don't know about this labyrinth, I suspect, but it runs from Manhattan to a beach and a few other places, I think, but those are the only two that I've really been. And sort of as a game, me and my love, or who was my love, and I'll talk to you about that in a bit. We'd drop ourselves in the labyrinth, and then usually we'd find our way to Manhattan, and it would take a really long time. I'm talking years, many years, to do. Really frustrating, painful, but at the end very, very rewarding, particularly when I'd meet up with my love. And I've done this a few times in the past. That sounds weird, I know. That's a harder thing for me to explain, but just believe that I did if you want, because I did. But this time, me and my love, we didn't meet up. It wasn't the right timing. We didn't meet when we usually did. We could still communicate a little bit, so I know that she, at least the last I heard, she was okay. But the pain of me not being there on time with her, she went the other way. She went to the beach, and she's now at the beach or somewhere else. And I think I've lost track of her. And it's really the most it's kind of the most painful thing in my life so far, I think, because I really think it's like a part of my soul, at least, not most of my soul, is carried in her. So it's like losing my soul in part. In some ways, like I know, yeah, that's really touchy topic, but that's what it feels like, at least. And so I'm here in Manhattan, kind of lucky, I guess, in some ways, but not in that way. If I could do it again, if I could rewrite an ending, I'd go back and redo that. But what I decided to do is, that's the biggest labyrinth that has been built, and it does build character. If nothing else, that's what I've learned. It builds fortitude and strength and determination, and I think that's why me and my love would continue to run it, is because of that. But it's a very complicated labyrinth, and there was that risk all along, and I just, maybe both of us didn't recognize how risky it was, but anyways, that risk was very high, and we continued to run it, and this time it didn't work. But again, it builds character. So because I don't have another love, and I am sort of aimless at this point, I'm leaving a gap. I'm not going to build it right from Manhattan. I'm going to leave a gap so that all those lovers that meet in Manhattan have a place to stop and, be in a beautiful way, right? That's good. I think that's a glorious thing when that works. Again, it builds character, and then when you come together, the love is strengthened. So that's a beautiful thing when it works. But in my situation, it didn't. So I've just decided I'm going to build another labyrinth, because I don't have anything else to do that's, I think, meaningful in some ways. So I'm, again, leaving that gap, and I'm going to go beyond Manhattan. And I've already started, and it's epic already to some degree. But it's, in my opinion, maybe that's not very humble, I understand. But, I've learned a lot of things from walking this labyrinth a few times. And I think I've figured ways to even build it more interestingly and more mind-fillingly as the process is walked. So that's what I'm doing. I'm building a new labyrinth beyond Manhattan that, if it continues, might even be bigger than Manhattan, the one that I ran a couple times. If I have the energy, let's hope I do. And maybe I'll stumble across a new love in the process. It's a travesty and tragedy that I wasn't able to maintain that connection with the person that I hope to be with forever, but that's what happens. So I shall carry forth, I guess, building the new labyrinth.